HyFlex is a model that allows learners to choose whether to attend classes in person or online, in a synchronous class with a teacher, or by doing asynchronous activities. Regardless of what format learners choose, it's important that the learning activities all lead to equivalent learning outcomes. In this video, we'll show how an English language teacher creates equivalent learning activities, which allows both online and in-person students to practice the same skills. Vi Hawes teaches English language learners at Pima Community College in Arizona. At the time the video was filmed, she had been teaching HyFlex for about 2 years. When the recording took place, the class had been meeting for about 5 weeks. Typically, 20 in-person and 6 online students participate in the synchronous class. Their English language skills are mostly at the intermediate level. In this class, students were learning about giving instructions using the imperative form, using sequence words, and formatting instructions. You'll see this storyboard activity also required learners to practice communication, group collaboration, and critical thinking skills. They had previously learned the imperative form in the prior lesson and sequence words earlier in the lesson. As you watch the video, think about what Vi does to ensure that both the in-person and online students had activities that led to equivalent learning.
Okay. All right. Welcome back. So, let me explain this next activity. This is called story sequencing. Sequencing means to put in order, in the correct time order. Okay? This story is called How to Make Toast. Like the bread, toast. Okay? You are to put them in the correct order first. Okay? And then you will write out the instructions. Okay? So see, here are the words for you. Okay? So if everybody can see it, okay? These are the words that you will use to write down your instructions. Okay, so put, take, and then here I give you one here. Spread the butter, and spread the jam. Okay? Wait. This is the last one. Eat and enjoy. Okay? Press down. Okay? So make sure you write these words down so you remember, okay? For in-person, let me explain what you will do, okay? You're going to work with a partner, okay? Yes. So let's find a partner for you guys. So let's see, you two work together. You three, okay? Please work together. Okay, you two work together, and then you two. Okay. Each group, each pair will receive an envelope, okay? In your envelope, you have pictures. Okay? Little pictures. You need to put these pictures in the correct order. Okay? So that everybody will have the same stories. Okay? So Sandra can help you. You just look at the images, okay?
Oh, yes.
Look at the pictures. Okay? First, you put the pictures in the correct order, and then on a piece of paper, write down the instructions on how to make toast using these words, okay? But also using the sequence words, okay? Like first, okay? Maybe second, next, after that, okay, and then when you reach the last instruction, use finally, okay, or lastly, okay? Everybody in person, do you have any questions about that? Okay, now I want to make sure if you know. So, can someone tell me what you do?
Open the NASA and
Okay.
look at the inside have a picture.
Yep.
and write something if you think is the first one, second one, and after that is the process for make how to make top.
Yes, okay, good, yeah. So, open it up, look at the pictures together with your group, with your partner. Put the pictures in the correct order. And then, on another piece of paper, write down instructions on how to make toast, okay? These words will help you. So, online, I'm going to give you a link to the images. You guys will work together to complete the same activity, okay? So, everyone online, can you see these pictures?
Yes.
Good, okay. These pictures are not in the correct order, okay? What you need to do, okay, you can click and drag the pictures in the correct number, okay? So you have number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, okay? So you guys will work together and put the pictures in the correct order, okay? When you finish,
We need to click first in the shot.
yeah, so you click first, you click with your mouse, and then you drag it, okay? So you guys will work together to do this, okay? When you finish, put the photos in the correct order. Go over here, click on the letter T here for text box, and go over here on number 1, and then you will type your instructions for each one, okay?
Like first one?
Yeah. So maybe, for example, take the bread, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. And then you do the same thing, you do another one, and do the same thing for number 2, okay? Put the bread in the toaster, I don't know, okay? It's going to be a little challenging, but you make sure you write the instructions for all of these. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah?
We're working a break room. Okay.
Yeah, so you guys, everyone online will work together, okay? Everybody will have the same link. You guys can work on this together at the same time.
We want to the break room or in here?
You will go into the breakout room, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So, let me send this to you right now. Okay. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I'm going to put the link in your chat box. Please check your chat box and open it and open the link.
Okay.
Okay, tell me if you can see it. Can you guys see it okay?
Yeah.
Yolanda, Annalise, good? Okay. So try your best to help each other, okay? I'm going to put you guys in a breakout room, okay?
We put it here.
Oh, okay, I understand.
That's good. You
As first,
try it and then maybe you can change it. This one is burning the button. This is the first. This comes before. This one comes before this. You have to put it in the toaster. Put it in the toaster.
toast bread. Nothing. And then he opened the.
In what ways did you see the online and in-person students engage in learning activities that led to equal demonstration of the skills that they were working on? What might that look like in your class? You may also be wondering about the third modality, students who learn through the asynchronous model. Vi posts the class recording and resources such as the Jamboard link to the class website so learners who weren't able to participate in the synchronous class could still learn and practice the materials. Learners who did attend the class online or in person can also watch the recording to review the concepts taught in class. The recording could also be reused for future classes. Vi also shared some reflections about what she did to ensure that both in-person and online learners were equally set up for success with this activity.
Prior to the start of the activity, I went over sequencing words and the imperative form. Once I could gauge my students' understanding, I introduced the storyboard sequencing activity. The introduction to the activity was for both in-person and online learners. Once I started giving specific directions to each group, the other group of learners could listen. This allows them to hear the directions twice to ensure they understood the overall activity before I went into specific directions for each modality. For my face-to-face students, I modeled how to do the activity and the goal they needed to achieve. For my online learners, I modeled how to use the Jamboard. I shared the Jamboard link to my online students in the chat box, making sure they all can access it. Once I knew my online students were confident in doing the activity, I sent them to their breakout rooms. The time I gave for my students in both modalities was about 10 minutes.
Vi also shared what she felt was really important to do to ensure all students were able to fully participate in this learning activity.
It was really important to model the activity for both modalities because of how different the activity execution was. One thing I would do differently the next time would be to make the online groups smaller instead of having all 6 students together in completing the activity. That way, students can feel like they have contributed more to the activity. That would require me to make another Jamboard for the additional group. I could also pair face-to-face students with my online students and have them complete the Jamboard activity together next time.
As you are planning your HyFlex lessons, we recommend you start with planning the lesson for the online asynchronous learners first, and then the in-person learners. This is one way to ensure that students in all 3 modalities are participating in learning activities that will lead to equivalent learning outcomes. If you have further questions about HyFlex, please visit the EdTech Center at World Education's website to read our guide for HyFlex in adult education classes. You may also want to watch our other videos showing adult education HyFlex classes in action.